How's it going, guys? Here with DB Grinder.
DB Grinder.
Oh God, yes.
Promised him my first top profile, so got you, Austin.
All right, who do we have here, and what did you do this weekend?
My name is Pihl, the Educator, and I got 4th place at the Columbus Regional, playing Unchained.
Oh God,
Best
yes.
deck. It's not even close. This deck is crazy.
Awesome. Any shout-outs?
Yeah, obviously, shout out Studs group chat, of course. The boys. Couldn't have done it without you. Like, you guys help me, like, test theory, just bounce ideas off all the time. So, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Cincy, everyone back home. Shout out to Julian, Tommy, like, the Team DQ people that I look forward to seeing at events. And shout out to the GOAT, Darian Hahn, my favorite person from Wisconsin. So, yeah, we can just get right into it.
All right.
So 3 Ash, 3 Imperm. I was gonna go over like the non-engine stuff first. I only played 2 Fenrir, which was like a low-key kind of random, but I don't know. It's just like the double Fenrir hands are kind of like bad. So I was just like, I'm already playing a high card count, so it's like if I see this card, great. If I don't, it's like low-key whatever.
Yeah, it makes sense.
3 pots. This is the best card in the game in a deck that can play it. If you can't play Prosperity, then like don't force it. This card's insane too. Thrust. I did not get anti-spelled once, but I don't know if people are really putting in anti-spell for this. And then
Fair.
Talents, Herald, and Duster. I played against exactly 0 Pearly, so I never resolved this card once, and there was never a matchup where I was like, oh, I should keep Herald of the Abyss. It'll like out a problem monster. It literally never came up. I boarded it out all the time.
How was Duster?
This was actually kind of nuts. Having this in the main deck was nice. There was 2 games against Labyrinth, 2 different opponents where the Duster on like the turn 1 Chandelier was like actually kind of insane, just because they like weren't expecting it. Let's see. So that's that stuff. 3 Tour Guide. Shout out to Mike for letting me use the ultis. They were insane. I've got my own coming, so we'll get that taken care of. And then the Rhino Warrior. This package is insane. There's just no debate anymore. If you're not playing Tour Guide, your deck's built incorrectly. And then this card's insane. Like the little, like the 3 red, a blue, 3 red, a blue. I mean, these 2 are essentially the same card, but like this one helps you play around hand traps sometimes.
Yeah, that one lets you play on your opponent's turn.
Yeah. It lets you play on your opponent's turn. So like there's like so many times where you just want to like Shavara pop a card and then like summon this card and like pop something on your opponent's turn. And then this is like the best part of the combo, just like being able to like set a trap card and then like summon another monster in the deck is like insane. I really like this card.
How did you feel about Disaster?
This card is a crutch because I'm bad. I I'm not like the most comfortable with this deck. It's like it's very strong. It's very resilient to a lot of cards. So that's why I ended up playing it, is because I figured like I could probably get away with 1 or 2 misplays. And this was just kind of nice to supplement my like pushes through boards.
Okay.
And then I played this stuff too, which was fine. I boarded it out like a lot. There was very like few games where I actually kept this in like post side, just because like it plays into anti-spell. It's like it doesn't interact with your opponent on their turn. Like it threatens Zeus, but like that was way better when cash was a thing. So now that boards are like a little, I don't want to say a little more oppressive, but like a little more like negate-y.
Oh, that's fair.
3 Prison, Best Searcher. This card I boarded out all the time because I didn't want to read it. I just was told by Cody Manabe that this was like the correct ratio, so I just ran with it.
Cody Manabes are correct.
Yeah, I would probably continue to play this card with some testing, but yeah, I mean, objectively, I didn't really use it at all today.
Yeah.
I boarded out a lot because I refused to read it.
That's right. I heard it outs floodgates.
I've been told it outs floodgates. Extra deck, 2 Yama. I don't know if I play a 3rd. It never came up and I never missed it, so but like this card is just insane. So like there's just like something about this card that makes you just like feel like you should run 3.
Electromite or something like that.
This card is nice. IP on your opponent's turn. IP on your turn. This card, I don't know. I don't think this card is like crazy.
It pops like 3 or 4 cards.
It's pretty good, like, but I don't know. I've actually.
How many times did you summon that? Because I felt like I only summoned it twice.
I summoned it a lot, actually. I summoned it like 5 times. I summoned Abomination like a lot, but it always put in like a very like average amount of work.
All right. It doesn't add back cards.
Yeah, it doesn't add back cards or do anything like that. But like, I don't know. Sometimes you can like do some stuff with Yama in like weird niche scenarios. Muckracker. Unicorn Griffin and Underworld Goddess. I never went into this once.
How many Pearly did you play?
I played 0 Pearly, so that had a little something to do with it. But this card I made 3 times. I made Underworld Goddess 3 times, and it was crazy every single time I made it. And then 2 of this, 2 of this, and then this card. I don't know if I would keep playing this going forward. It's just something that I like having because when you can threaten Zeus with 2 3s, I don't know, I just think that's kind of nice. Like being able to like normal summon Sarama and like threaten Zeus with that alone. I like being able to do that because you can just like Sarama, set a trap, pop the trap, summon like an Aruha or whatever, or a Kea overlay for this, and then like threaten Zeus that way. So I just like that utility in it.
Yeah.
And then that card because it's mandatory, and then that card because it's mandatory. I never made Zeus once either. Literally never made Zeus once.
Anything you change about the deck? Oh, we haven't even gone on your side deck.
Well, as far as like the main and extra, I don't know if I would change this. Like I said, like I would consider maybe like something else for this.
Yeah, maybe SP or something.
Yeah, definitely. Like I want to put SP somewhere in this list post Agov. That card's absurd. That card is like actually crazy. So SP will definitely find its way in there somewhere. As far as the main deck goes, I don't know if there's actually anything I would change because like this is decent going first and second. So I kind of like that coverage aspect of it. It's just like threatens Zeus, it's a pop, it threatens a big body. So I do kind of like the dual utility, but like I almost always board this out. And then for the side deck, 3 Crow. I don't really know how good any of these cards were, except for this, and then this. So I played some thrust targets. The barrier also I drew in a match that I was winning anyways, so I don't really know how good it was. But this card was insane, and this card was insane. Like, these are the god cards.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about Mistaken Arrest.
Yeah, Mistaken Arrest is like really, really good because also one of your hardest matchups is Flunder. So having a card that is good going first and second into Flunder is really nice. So it's like you basically auto win with either of these cards going first against Flunder, and then you have this going second, and you have like the 3 Pot of Prosperity. So you just have so many ways to get to these cards that it's just absurd.
All right, awesome, man. Anything you train in the side deck?
As far as the side deck, I'd probably just change the thrust targets. Like, I don't know, Josh Kipp was saying that Lightning Storm was bad, and I kind of agree. It's like there were so many times where like I would board in the Lightning Storm, and then I would just like want to play on their turn with stuff that I had, whether it be like a Bestial or just like I don't know, trying to.
The deck's really good at going second.
Yeah, it's naturally good going second. So it's just like I don't know. There was a part of me that was just like scared of back row stuff, but usually like Evenly is still solid. I do like Evenly. And then like the Duster in the main deck was actually really good. Yeah. So like I probably wouldn't change that, but like I would probably change like maybe these 2 cards. It's just like I don't want to start not respecting Purely too much because it's still kind of like aggressive, but it's definitely not as good as it was like at the beginning of the format before everyone started realizing that Unchained was crazy. But other than that, like maybe just like change these 2 cards and probably really nothing else. The deck was really, really nice all day, and like there's absolutely an argument for a 3rd Fenrir, but I just didn't want to like clog on Fenrir's and lose because of it. So I wanted to see engine.
Fair enough.
But
Well,
yeah, the deck was crazy.
awesome. Well, congrats on your top 8, or sorry, top 4.
Top 4 deck box.
Yes. Well, thanks for the profile, man.
Absolutely.
Best of luck with the rest.
Appreciate it.